welcome to the Extra Medium Show.
Hate to bring this up, but there's been a murder.
Okay.
I hit a squirrel
Oh my God.
in my car.
That's
Hard. I saw it from afar, playing with this little buddy. They came running down the tree, and it was chasing it right out in front of me, dude.
Man.
Hit it, da-dun, front and back. Didn't
Well, at
stand a
least you
chance.
know it was dead.
It was very dead.
Was it close to your house?
Yeah, cause I dropped my kid off, came back the same route, and I was like, maybe it survived.
No.
No, it died bad. It was bad. I felt horrible too.
Oh, dude.
My wife's like, it's just a squirrel. I'm like, I know, but it had his little buddy. Like,
Shouldn't have been playing in the street.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Recently, I had just gotten done mowing the grass and weed whacking and all that stuff, and I came in. I was sitting on my couch, and on my phone there was this tiny little green bug. I don't even know what it was, and I killed it. And as soon as I killed it, I felt so bad.
you could have just took it outside.
Right, I ended a life for no reason. You know?
I mean, in my house, I usually kill.
If it's a spider, especially.
What?
You could have phrased this so much
No.
better.
If an intruder is in my house, I kill it.
Animal, insect, person.
Yeah. That's my domain. If I went into the lion's den, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get me.
Yeah. I do. I have been in the car when a squirrel or chipmunk, I don't remember what it was, has been ran over. I've ran over a turtle. Terrible.
Turtle's rough.
Terrible.
I've been at work though and saved spiders. Someone's like, "Oh, a spider." I'm like, "Nope." Well, mainly because I wanted to leave my desk and go outside, but I scoop it up and take it out.
With your hand?
It depends. Usually a piece of paper. Let it crawl.
I don't like spiders.
I mean, me either, but
We could be spiders to someone.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Getting back to our previous conversation.
Oh god.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Have you had any near-death experiences?
Yeah.
Can you name it off?
Yeah, so I was with a buddy, and he tells the story, so it's okay to say. We were driving to California, and we were in
That's my toes.
we were in the middle of the Nevada desert at nighttime, and he was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and his dad was in the back, and he fell asleep, and the desert is so open, but it just he fell asleep, just happened to be the 120-foot stretch of guardrail. And we were in an expedition, and it had one of those front rails.
You were on an expedition.
But they're it goes over the headlights and the whole front grill and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah. Like a police car.
Yeah, and that hit the guardrail, and he woke up, and we were fine. But just the chances of it, that 20-foot stretch of guardrail being there.
I mean, if it wasn't there, you'd have just drifted
into either the oncoming traffic, because I don't remember if there were cars coming or not, or just into the freaking desert.
That would have been crazy. You just drive an hour into the desert.
But yeah, I consider that a near death experience, because something really bad could have happened. Yeah. I've been in sticky situations, I guess. What have you?
I don't think so. I was thinking about that the other day. Nothing comes to mind where wow, I almost died.
I was on a boat during we were doing a dolphin tour, and it was in the middle of a hurricane, a legitimate hurricane, a named hurricane. And we paid for the tickets and everything, and you didn't get a refund unless the captain canceled the trip.
Oh, he's not canceled.
He didn't cancel that shit. So we're on this boat, and
Alex is not eating that.
Literally how Gilligan's Island starts.
Look, I like being on boats. I don't mind it at all. I like being on the ocean. I get a little seasick every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. We're on this boat, probably Oh, I don't know. Like, what would you say from here to this wall? That wall is
60 feet.
so 120-foot boat. Okay, and
I think that's 60 feet.
Yeah. No, like 30.
I don't even like 25, 30.
all right, 100-foot boat, whatever.
I'm
And-
just trying to picture me laying down over and over and over.
And you know the boat's long and skinny. The seating on it goes parallel with the boat, so you're going against the side of it. And I remember being out on the ocean, open sea, and the waves are so high that there's points when you're sitting in your chair and you're looking straight into the ocean. You know, we were fine. Apparently, we were fine according to the captain, but that could have went poorly too.
What about you, Shayma?
I mean, not really, unless you consider like just a close accident.
You've been in car accidents? You seem like a car accident. Haven't you had
no,
like 18 concussions?
Yeah.
Well,
No, but I've never been in like a 2-car accident.
Mid-recording adjustment.
The one I'm thinking is a guy ran a red light and he missed me by maybe less than a foot. Like any quicker on my part and he'd have T-boned me, and it would have been bad because it was on the driver's side. He was doing, I don't know, 50 and a 30, and it would have been bad. But that's the closest, I think.
yeah.
There's probably more that I don't even realize happened.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true. There's a small airport by my house, and planes sometimes fly. It's like
Student pilots fly a
Dude,
lot of
it's
those
gotta
planes.
happen.
There's one
Eventually.
right down the road from me.
it's got to happen. Statistically, it has to happen.
I think it
eventually.
just happened not too long ago.
Not there.
No?
Not that I'm aware of.
There was a plane that went missing at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Malaysia?
Much smaller. That was shot down by the Russians,
Well, allegedly.
allegedly.
Don't come after me, Putin. What? Huh. I'll try and think about it, and I also thought about my conspiracy. Whoa, we are on.
There we go.
Dang.
We're live, baby.
Almost a big miss there. It's not a good one, but like conspiracy theory thing that you guys asked me.
Yeah.
I don't think Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game.
It's funny you said that because I was watching Celebrity Jeopardy last night, and one of the because you know those are usually easier because they're celebrities and
Yeah.
you know whatever.
They're stupid.
The category was under 100, over 100, or exactly 100, and it was they had to answer that about Wilt Chamberlain's game. And I remember I looked over to my wife and I was like, "There's no recordings of that."
How's that? I saw a video of Babe Ruth laughing,
Yeah.
and there's no record.
What
no
team did he play
pictures.
for?
Who?
Wilt Chamberlain.
When he did that, I'm not sure.
Milwaukee.
I want to say Milwaukee.
It sounds like it could be right.
I want to say Milwaukee, but there's not even like pictures. There's no video. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
The best game ever played.
Philadelphia Warriors is what it says.
Oh, Philadelphia. I can see it now. It says Philly.
Phila?
Yeah, and
Against the New York Knicks.
he's holding up the 100 sign.
Yeah.
And he makes some joke about the amount of women he slept with or something.
Oh.
And he's like, because he's allegedly, Wilt Chamberlain slept with like hundreds of women.
Really?
Yeah. Wilt still, baby.
Well, what do you believe more?
What?
The 100-point game or the hundreds of women?
Hundreds of women, for sure. Back in the day,
Oh, he's. Yeah.
Is a physical anatomy.
just
Anomaly.
slaying white women. And probably all types. I'm sure he didn't discriminate, but yeah.
Well, when you're putting out numbers like that, you kind of
Yeah.
can't be too picky.
But that was mine. I was like, yeah.
You know,
I literally saw a video the other day of Babe Ruth laughing, and like his voice it's not what you think.
no.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
higher.
I think the problem is when you think of Babe Ruth, you think of John Goodman from
That's true.
The Babe.
There's rumors too that Babe Ruth was black.
Yes, yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard, yeah. Because he was
They
like an
whitewashed
orphan.
When I
Yeah.
picture Babe Ruth, I picture what's his name from The Sandlot,
Oh yeah, I don't know his name, but I know who you're
yeah.
talking
where he
about.
comes back.
What is that guy's name? He plays him in something else.
He's
too.
in something else. Oh, he plays him in something.
I'm pretty
else?
sure. Yeah,
Is he in Field of Dreams? Is he the pitcher?
he is.
But that's not Babe Ruth. But
No.
he is the guy.
Is he? Is it not Babe Ruth?
No, it's not.
Who is it?
He's one of the.
Lafleur.
Okay.
Lafleur.
He's one of the Black Sox players
Oh yeah.
from the scandal.
He's in the
Because he was in the first batch of
Right, okay.
guys that came out.
I wonder how the family of Ty Cobb feels about that movie.
I just watched that movie. Oh, I told you guys like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Because all the baseball movies come back to dad issues.
Yeah,
Angels in the outfield, all of them.
yeah, yeah. But he was an asshole, and it is reported that Ty Cobb was an asshole. But
By who though?
the players he played against,
But they say Michael Jordan's an asshole.
I don't know. I think Ty Cobb, he wasn't. He didn't keep his cleats down when he was sliding. If you know what I mean.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
Which I wish that was still a thing. Let's talk baseball for a sec.
Let's talk it. Inside baseball, baby.
Break up those double plays.
I don't know about cleats up,
Fuck it.
but well, I was a
There's
second baseman. I don't know.
There's a
I've
fight.
gotten spiked a couple times.
Yeah, just
It hurts.
it's fine.
It's
Fine.
Or
Like
shin guards.
break up
on
the
the
double
back of your
play.
legs, though.
Well, it'd be the
Like-
front of your legs.
I don't even.
Not when
I'm
the
not
first
even talking
the guy
about.
running to first is the one spiking you.
I don't. Spiking's one thing, because then you gotta give stitches. No, tear those ACLs. I want you to slide on, like when you're on the base. That's when you go down for your slide.
Or just like Albert Bell, like what he did to, I don't know what dude that was.
Yeah.
But he basically just right hooked him. I think it could be a little more aggressive. They took away like running over the catcher and all
Well, you
that.
can't even block the base now.
Yeah.
If someone's
I don't like
stealing
that at all.
No,
I used to be a base blocker.
dude, I would. So speaking of getting spiked, if at third base, I would put my whole leg in front of the base. You can't touch the base. No, you get spiked a little bit, but hey, you get the out.
Got to finesse the slide. I played a little utility first base. Pickoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm putting my whole left leg in front of the base. For sure.
Oh, my foot would completely block that, and
I mean, I would stomp
you ain't
on your
getting
foot.
back to the base
For sure.
I took out the full base.
Right. Yeah, I think baseball should be a little more aggressive, but I get it. Longevity.
Then you lose the stars.
Yeah.
That's what that basketball, same thing. Like they get soft because they don't.
I
'cause
can't
they
play
want,
2 days in
They
a
want the
row.
stars to be available. That's why they protect the quarterbacks in the NFL.
I get it, because a lot of times, obviously, the stars are what are bringing in the ticket sales. I get that. But also, at the same time, the stars are what are bringing in the tickets. So when they're sitting the bench, primarily in basketball, you know,
I agree.
I don't
But
agree
like,
with
see,
that.
the football thing, I get protecting the quarterback to a point.
Nah.
It's a physical sport.
It's out of control.
He's playing the
Yeah.
same game as everyone else.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
Literally can't touch him on the helmet. It's crazy.
Do you think most of the roster for the flag football Olympic team is going to be NFL players or
No.
flag football players? I think a lot of people are going to be surprised that it's not a lot of stars.
Why would they?
Yeah.
Just
No.
liability.
Just to say,
They're gonna start putting it in contracts that you can't.
well, no, because maybe, yeah, but the owners agreed to it to allow them to play recently.
Oh.
Or I think it was either the owners or the coaches.
I mean, they barely play in like the All-Star games and stuff.
well, they
now.
don't play in the
Yeah.
Pro Bowl. It's all skills challenges. They have a flag football game. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need the best.
well,
Like
Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah.
dominate regardless. You could like all the backups could play and they're gonna dominate.
we'll see. I agree.
Who's
but
stepping?
Belgium. I heard they have a good. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
kidding.
what I mean.
You
It's
could-
like-
you could have
maybe
a lot
like
of rugby
Germany or
players.
something.
You could have a lot of rugby players,
But
who
that
could
doesn't
play.
translate to
Rugby-
flag
no,
football.
No,
It's all
rugby is
speed.
all about contact. You don't have.
It's all about speed. That's why the U.S. is very good in rugby, even though we're not one of the dominant things, because we have the speed.
If the NFL players played rugby, they would mop the floor. If they practiced for a year at
I
rugby,
guarantee you they're
NFL
not.
players would mop the
I
floor
would
with rugby
guarantee you
players.
they wouldn't.
If rugby players were that good, they'd play football. I stand by
guarantee
it.
you
Stand by that.
I mean, I've seen rugby players go and play NFL football. They do
As a
solid.
fullback.
As a lineman.
Like one guy, maybe. Like a couple. Like there's not stories
Have you
of
ever seen
that.
an NFL player go and play rugby? No.
Because it's not financially responsible to do that. Why would you do that?
It's just, it doesn't translate to rugby.
I think people would rather be a third string.
But you're saying rugby
player.
translates to the NFL then?
Yes, because it's easier.
You think
And
the
they make
NFL
more
is
money.
easier than rugby? The NFL
Yes.
is insane,
I don't. Skill position wise, I don't think so.
especially skill position wise.
Yeah, the skills. But I'm just saying linemen.
The linemen in the NFL are like 6'7", 350 and run like 4'8", 40s.
Yeah. And yet people from rugby go and play NFL linemen
I bet
and are
there's.
first stringers.
I don't think so.
They have.
I'm
They
sure
do
it's
it.
happened, but I
There's like 3 in the NFL right now.
3. That's what I'm saying. 3.
There's no NFL players that's ever gone and played rugby.
Because it doesn't make sense. Why would you? It's better to be a third string NFL lineman than a starter on the rugby team. Financially.
No.
Yeah.
A third stringer is not making anywhere near a star for.
In America?
Yeah, not in America, but if you're originally from Germany, which we have players from Germany in the NFL, why wouldn't they have just played rugby in Germany?
Because they'll make more money in the NFL.
Not if they're third stringers.
I think so.
Shaman is passionate.
He
about
is. I
this.
didn't
No, I'm
know.
just saying. It's like when players say, "Oh, like they could have went NFL or MLB." I don't think you could do that.
It's like the best pickleball player in the world couldn't play in the top tennis league.
Yeah.
But the top tennis player could play pickleball.
I don't think that's the same.
I don't know. I think there's probably very few examples of people becoming stars in the NFL from rugby. But we'll see. But I don't think like Tyreek Hill's playing in the flag football.
He said he was going to.
Did he?
When
I
it first
heard,
it was announced that it's going to be a sport.
Lamar Jackson was going to be
Oh my God!
in
Don't
there.
Yeah, can you imagine some freaking guy from
just say it. Just say it. I know what you're gonna say. The Japanese team running around trying to catch Lamar Jackson. No chance. No chance.
I hate the guy, but I have to give him credit. Like,
I can't see any other I can't see any other. The only sport that America gets dominated like that is soccer.
yeah.
I mean, if you count it as a sport, badminton.
I don't. I guess hockey too.
No,
I
hockey
think they
can-
hold their own in
yeah.
hockey.
They hold their own, but we're not like elite.
We're top 3 most of the time, I would say.
Okay. Canada's number 1, right?
I don't think.
No, they have that like mid-season
There's
tournament.
different,
There's
like,
like Sweden, Finland, Canada, and the U.S. And the U.S. came in second.
I kind of hope
To
my kid
Canada.
plays hockey. I
It's
didn't have
just
the
so
opportunity.
expensive.
I didn't have the opportunity when I was
See,
a kid.
I would have liked to played it when I was younger.
I mean, I have an irrational fear of getting my fingers chopped off, but it'd be cool. And like we were talking about before, little kids in hockey uniforms is adorable.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, there's no hockey around here.
what?
Adorable is much better than cute in a phrase like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were just somewhere.
Oh yeah, I went to a dance recital. It's weird. It's weird. Well, I went to see to see my nieces, right? And they each were in one dance, and then the rest you're just sitting there watching random little girls dance. Like, there's something awkward about it. That's just like, I don't need to be here. That's all.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a dance recital?
No, I haven't.
You have to take flowers.
No, you don't.
I mean, You're supposed to.
I went to
I wear a
recently.
polo.
I saw the pictures. You posed and everything.
A little bit. Yeah.
I
I do my part.
recently went to my niece's. Her class sang a song, and then they had an art exhibit from kindergarten all the way through the 12th graders, showcasing their art. Boy, some of those high school kids, holy shit, they're good. So good. Like,
Was it set up like a museum?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Like
I went to one art show at Kent State. Someone I knew had.
I used to go to fashion shows all the time at Kent State.
I've never been to a fashion
My wife was
show.
in the fashion program, and they're cool.
Would you be in
I think
a
I went
fashion
to
show?
one.
Huh?
If you were asked, would you be in
No.
one?
Yeah, I would. I do a really good model walk. I really do.
You have to like get to
I
the
wanna
end
see
and
that
turn.
model.
Oh, it's good. It's fierce. I saw one. The one that I remember the most. It was sponsored by Habitat for Humanity.
Okay.
So all of the apparel pieces had to be like recycled, upcycled. And I remember, this is really, immature of me, but one of the models had a shirt that was sheer. Yep.
Boobs.
Yep. I was like,
Did you
wow.
giggle?
Well, no, I didn't giggle, but I was focused. It was, but then I was like, this is art. This is
Can't get a
appropriate.
boner at art.
Right. So, but it stuck with me.
Better than a man in sheer pants.
That's very true.
I saw a job posting the other day for an art model. Thought about it.
A nude.
It didn't say, but
It's implied.
probably, yeah. Just think there'd be something fun
Would you
about
do
it.
that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Would you do that if we came to
No,
draw you?
not you guys. Just random people that don't know who I am.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, if it's a couple times away, yeah.
Until you see them at the grocery store next week. Like, you pick a studio that's like half a mile away from your house. These are your neighbors.
I just happen to be shopping for cucumbers. What am I saying? Carrots. Baby carrots.
Ooh, those, I like the way they snap.
There is something nice about that.
I don't eat them though, but
Why?
He doesn't eat vegetables.
not particularly.
Okay, you need to stop. You need to get over it. I'm starting to get angry.
Sorry, Dad.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
No, I have actually started
I
expanding.
don't
my
love
horizons.
vegetables, but I know I need them. Like today, I had green beans.
I like green beans.
I don't care for them that much.
I like corn,
But-
green beans, peas, peppers.
I just get as much as I can on my fork. Eat it in like four
no.
bites.
The trick is to get like. Did you have meat while you're eating it?
I had a sandwich and fries and green beans.
From a restaurant?
No.
That's a weird.
That was an at-home meal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We make an effort to get veggies in my diet.
We'll put some lettuce and tomato on the sandwich.
what kind of sandwich?
Like shredded chicken
Oh.
with fries and a veggie.
How'd you cook the fries?
Air fryer.
Nice. Okay.
That is kind of odd now that I think about it. But we always have a veggie at dinner. Because I need it. I'm a growing boy. I don't care for like cooked carrots.
Yeah,
They're not my favorite.
I'll eat a cooked, like a carrot in a stew
Well, yeah.
or a soup.
Anything mixed in like that, I'm cool
Or you
with.
don't like just a veggie medley?
I'm not a huge fan of a veggie medley.
Oh.
But again, I'll just like house it. Just like at the very beginning. Just get it out of the way. Like I know I need this.
That's what I had.
House it, and then then I'm like, okay, I'll enjoy the rest of my meal. I got my veggies in.
Mm.
You just got to do it. I think that's why I'm so regular.
We ordered lunch today, and I got a Philly cheesesteak with no veggies, but they sent it to me with veggies, and I was gonna just
That
muscle.
happens to you a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna just muscle through it, but the mushrooms got to me.
I don't
man.
like mushrooms either. Mushrooms are a
Really?
different
If it
animal.
would have just been
On a-
the onions and peppers, I could have survived. But the mushrooms got to me.
So what'd you do?
And then ate it.
Who ate it?
The trash can.
Oh my God, you should have brought it. I'd have ate it.
I'd have ate it.
I picked some of the meat out of it, but then they cut the mushrooms up way too fine, and with Philly cheesesteak,
But
See,
they're
I
cut
like a
up.
good Philly
If
cheesesteak
they're
with
cut up, I would have
mushrooms.
just
Wrong.
powered through it.
no.
So
It
would
was-
you just got a whole nother lunch?
So luckily, I had a second sense that was going to get messed up. So before that, I ordered Subway and got a sandwich. So it was because
What were you gonna do?
no,
if
because
it
you
wasn't
got,
messed
you
up.
got- well, I would have.
You know what he was gonna do. He's got to eat 2 subs.
No, it's because I wouldn't have ate it them at the same time because you guys knew my schedule today. So I didn't have much time. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So my plan was eat the one sandwich now and then save the other one for after work. That didn't go to plan.
and you
so-
can't save it if there's no veggies on it. It holds better.
Yep.
But you got to eat veggies.
I had pickles on it.
That's not a veggie.
It's something.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's a
technically
cucumber,
it is.
but
Yeah.
I have a beef with the term nachos and cheese.
Okay.
Inherently, nachos
Or with like
are with cheese.
yeah, they're tortillas and cheese.
Yeah. So, like, the term nachos and cheese, I think, should be abolished.
Chips and cheese. That doesn't work though.
No.
It's called
It's
Just say
nachos.
nachos. Yeah.
Nachos.
Yeah, but nachos is a
Because
combination.
if it's just the chips, you're not calling that nachos.
How many people in America do you think call tortilla chips nachos?
Too many, probably.
Probably.
I don't think so, though.
There's got in the Midwest, there is absolutely a large amount of people that call tortilla chips nachos.
Or nacho chips.
That's what I was thinking. Nacho chips or
God, I hate it
something
here.
of that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I just
It's
Yeah.
the same people that say Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
That just drives
Quesadilla.
That drives me up
I was
the wall.
thinking that.
I say that just to be funny. That and jalapeno.
Okay, jalapeno is, like, obviously funny. But my wife does the quesadilla thing too much. And I'm like, people don't know that you're planning. They just think you're stupid. You can't do it out in public. They just think you're dumb.
Like while ordering.
No.
Okay.
But, like,
he's just affirming like you can't
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
right.
Someone might overhear.
It's like this woman.
She used the term adulting the other day. And I was like, you're a middle-aged woman. Like, stop. You're not, like, you are an adult. You're expected to be adulting. I hate that. I hate when people say, like, use the term adulting. Pieces of garbage.
What about when it happens to guys a lot more often than girls, but when a man and a woman have a child and the woman's off doing something and they're like
babysitting?
They're babysitting, no.
It's like, no.
You're being a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, you know.
I go single dad mode. I say I'm single dad in it. Like, my wife would go out of town on business. I hope that's what's happening. But
One time both of our wives went out, so
Yeah.
if it's not, we got a problem.
yeah. But yeah, I just say, like, I'm single dad for the weekend.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I did recently? So a new movie came out, and I've been watching for it, and it finally was available on Apple TV.
The war one?
Yeah,
Well,
Warfare.
that's what's called Warfare.
And it was $20 to rent, $25 to buy.
It's the one in real time.
Yeah,
You bought it?
yeah,
Well, $5.
25.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
$5
it's only $5
extra.
difference,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
get to keep it.
Right, that was my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You can.
Maybe
worth
my
it?
favorite movie of all time. War movie of all time.
What?
Yeah.
Better than the Band of Brothers?
That's
I know
not-
that's not a movie.
No. If we're including that, then no. You guys have experienced my knowledge of Band and love for Band of Brothers. No. But movie wise, yes. It is just phenomenal. And it's stupid things. Like, it's all the story. Like, I know a lot about the military and like operations and stuff like that. So if you're just like I'll say like a casual viewer, you're probably not going to like it a ton. But it's about a SEAL platoon that are in Ramadi.
What's that?
It's like Fallujah. It's another city in Iraq. It was just as brutal, but Fallujah gets all the credit, you know.
Gets all the glory.
Yeah. They were both terrible for civilians. You know, everyone is terrible for. And it was another one of those situations, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, where anyone there was considered a threat. Like, they told you, get out. I might be wrong about that. I know that's what happened in Fallujah, but...
So this was like circa 2006.
I think around that time.
Okay.
And they basically come in at night, find a house. There's two squads. They find two houses just to observe the city. Well, the people, the bad guys know that they're there, and then they launch an attack the next day, and it's basically them dealing with that attack, and it's brutal. So a couple of things: the sound design in that movie with their weapons. It's the best sounding war movie I have ever heard. And I listened to it with surround sound on.
I was just about to ask, like, don't you have the same surround sound system as
it's
Corey?
very similar if it's not the same.
So no, Corey has good surround sound.
And that it makes me regret not seeing it in a theater, but it's amazing. Like, there's a couple guys that have saws, saw machine gun.
Yeah.
And there's some scenes where the two of them are on the roof together, just laying down fire, and you feel it in your chest. Like,
so your wife probably didn't care for it.
She said she liked it.
Well, she lies to you.
And then there's a scene. So they, a couple guys get injured, and the way they're screaming. Like in movies, like, you hear people scream when they get shot and stuff. And I've never seen a person get shot, so I don't know really what it is. But the screams were like blood curdling.
So it was intense, is what you're saying.
It was.
What was more intense, that or the video of the ISIS soldier?
The movie.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's different because you know that the other one's real.
That's true.
But okay.
That's true. And then what's cool about it is it's directed by the guy who made the Civil War movie.
Okay.
Civil War. And then there's a guy, Ray Mendoza, I think is his name. They both like directed it or wrote it, or they worked together on it. Ray is one of the SEALs that it portrays. So all of these guys are real people. His character is a real person in it, and he's not the hero in the movie. Like he what happened was one of the SEALs got really injured. His name was Elliot. Really, like, he lost limbs and stuff, and he didn't remember anything from that engagement. So they literally made this movie to show him what happened. It's not. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that are giving it bad reviews. The movie's not for us. The movie is literally for Elliot to see what happened, and
would you want to see what happened?
It was brutal, and no one wins. But that's war. Like, war is just terrible. And no one wins. Like, they took over this house. The family's house was just destroyed after you know what I mean? Like, no one wins.
Yeah. Nobody gained leverage. Nobody gained position.
No.
People just died, and then you're
just
in the same
died.
spot.
Yeah, they got picked up, went back to base, and they're going to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
and it was just all of the stories. So, they interviewed the guys who were on Ray's SEAL team. At least two people had to corroborate each detail to make sure that it was being remembered correctly. So it's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. But I believe you have to be into war movies to thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah.
Next time everybody's out of town, I'll come over and watch it.
Yeah, it's so good. And like they get an IED goes off, and
improvised explosive device.
Yeah, and they there was white phosphorus in it, so like the way that they act after it, so they're all concussed because there's a.
Does it do the ringing thing?
It doesn't do the ringing thing, but they're concussed, and then they talk with a raspy voice because the phosphorus goes in their lungs and stuff. Dude, so good. I give it all the praises. And then a couple nights ago, I watched A Knight's Tale, and it was fantastic. I haven't watched it in a while.
A Knight's Tale.
It's with
Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I watch it more than I should.
It's really good because I like that they like tie in like it's like modern, like
Yeah, like they do the modern homage to like the songs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's like
because they wouldn't do that back then.
it's like a sporting event in today, but they
Yeah.
treat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a good and fun movie.
I've been I told you I was into my like sequel thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on it, and I've been into heist movies.
Okay.
So I watched Ocean's 11, 12, 13.
Which one is that? It?
That's all. Yeah, that's all I've made. I mean, shit, I've had a week, bro.
No. I
watched-
mean, like, did you watch the other Oceans?
No,
Okay. Which one's your favorite?
11.
11's probably my favorite. 12, I don't like 12 very much. 13's really good too.
12 stupid because he's like dating a cop. Like,
Yeah,
why would
it's-
you do that? Like
yeah,
a
it's-
detective. Like I don't like that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Then I'd never seen Mission Impossible,
I don't like them.
so I watched Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3.
What's the one that's coming out? What number do
Like
you know?
8, I think.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Mission. I think the reason why
I'm
I
not
don't
a
like
Tom
it.
Cruise fan.
Yeah, I'm not a
He
huge.
does
Tom
his own
Cruise-
stunts, bro.
He does, and I respect
He does,
that.
and that's
I'm watching
why
it
I
like,
respect him.
wow.
I don't like him as an actor.
Wow.
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Do you see there's a new movie with Tim Robinson coming out called
Yeah,
Friendship, I
yeah.
think? Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it could go either way. Oceans is what it is. You know what I mean?
Who's your favorite character? What I love about Oceans is the all-star
Burning Man.
cast. Yeah. And I love the scene when they're like introducing the guys. I love the two brothers. I think they're hilarious
Yeah.
together.
I like Terry Benedict.
There's not a bad character in that movie.
In Mission Impossible, 1 is excellent. So, have you seen it?
Yeah.
So, like, I thought 1, it was very Bourne-esque. I mean, which is ridiculous
It's
because
not
it came out
as
before.
like actiony as the other
It's
ones.
more like there's suspense. There's like, who's the bad guy?
Right.
It's that whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. There are obviously parts where I'm like, that's ridiculous. But that's what it's supposed to be. 2, I didn't like it all. There was no twist. It was very much just straightforward Tom Cruise fighting people. Didn't care for it. 3 kind of brought it back. A little bit of suspense. Obviously, the technology, the face thing's annoying, where they like wear different faces. But 3 definitely brought it back for me.
So would you say James Bond is definitely more realistic? Well, I mean, I listened to a podcast today about MI6, and I guess
Why?
I was waiting for a long time, so I had the time.
But why 6?
MI6,
Yeah.
but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
like
I'm
the
sorry.
CIA,
I
but
was
for
thinking
England.
Mission Impossible 6.
No.
Yeah, I was.
Gotcha.
I guess
I was like,
that-
why would you listen to a podcast about 6? That's weird.
About the British
Yeah.
intelligence.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I guess there was an ex-operative that said the stuff in the movies are cool, but what we have is way cooler. So I don't know what's
in a
real,
weird
what's
way,
not.
James Bond's more realistic. But the Mission Impossible stuff, like how they send messages and stuff, is really cool.
Well, in the thing, they also said James Bond's not realistic in the sense that it's one guy doing all this stuff, and then a lot of times it's a full team doing stuff,
Mission
which is
Impossible's
like
always a team.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ving Rhames has been in all of them.
Exactly. You know what series or franchise you need to watch now? The Kingsman. Have you watched any of
No,
those?
but I know what it is.
They look
They're pretty good.
They look like they're gonna be just like crappy movies.
I
Did
got
you,
like 17 more Mission Impossibles to go, and then
you watch The Kingsman. Those 3 movies are some of my favorite movies.
I've yet to see the third one.
It's really cool because it's in World War One.
Yeah, it's like pre.
I like
And-
Bourne the best. So I mean, out of what I've seen so
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
I like the Bourne series the best.
What about Jack Reacher? Is that on the docket? Because that
No,
has a
John
TV
Wick
show.
is on the docket.
You haven't seen any.
Have you seen the new John Wick
I haven't seen any John
movie
Wicks.
coming out? I don't think it's.
Well,
gonna
there's
be
a new Mission Impossible coming out. That's what's.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I saw the
The
thing. and I
new
was-
one's coming out. It's supposed to be like in between 2 and 3 because something happens in 3
Which is
that
happens in 3.
or no, the 4th one. something
How
happens.
many are there?
There's 4.
They
Right
just
now.
never piqued my interest because it's so unrealistic. But I'm just trying
Which
to.
one is which John Wick is the one where they're in like Morocco or something with the girl?
With
You know-
what's her name?
You-
Plays Catwoman.
Yeah, Halle Berry.
Yeah, Halle Berry. That's number
Cleveland, baby.
2.
I think it is. That's because they have a fight scene in that one, like open.
And you know she was
court.
pregnant when she did that.
Hey,
That's why they don't really zoom into her body. I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm like 85% she was pregnant when she did that.
Yeah,
they're good.
I don't know. I'm just in the action heist.
I would say
Thank-
Kingsman,
Kingsman I can't recommend them enough.
John Wick, definitely good start.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other one that you said?
Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher.
I haven't seen those.
Aren't they like the same? Jack Reacher and John Wick.
No.
Actually,
Jack Reacher and Bourne are more of the same.
Yeah,
If you had to do it.
yeah, because he's like a service person kind of deal. He's just like
He's like a bad soldier. Like he fought a lot and stuff. But that's the TV show's better because the guy who plays him is like the character.
closer to the
It's
actual
not Tom
material.
Cruise who's 5'4" and
Well, they don't make him look 5'4".
well, yeah, but
yeah, but
the
he's
guy
also
who plays him in the
supposed to
TV
stand
show
a
is
foot
like
taller than
6'7".
everybody else.
Yeah.
Like he's written to be looked up at, and
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Isn't he a spy though?
No, he's an MP.
Yeah.
My dad was an MP.
Nice.
Shit, what was I about to say? Yeah, I'll get to him. How many Mission Impossibles have you seen?
Just the first one.
Oh.
I've seen bits and pieces of
2,
ones.
I didn't like 2, but 3 brought it back. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I want to see
I
Final
think that's why I
Destination.
stopped watching
Have you seen
it.
those?
Yeah. Final Destination?
Yeah.
I mean, not the new one,
Well, no.
but what?
No, I just stopped watching it after like the third one.
The third one's my favorite with the roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Is that
Do
the
you
one
wanna go
where
to
the guy's
movies?
in the weight room
Yeah,
working
and the
out?
swords come down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to go to the movies and see it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get a babysitter.
Yeah, because I was actually told.
Shame on a watch, Mike.
Well, I was told my wife doesn't want to go see it,
Oh.
so and I do.
Yeah. My wife wants to see it also.
Well, maybe
She's-
that'll motivate
Yeah, okay.
someone else to go see. You want to go?
I'll go.
All right.
You seem scared.
No, I just don't particularly care for it.
I like the plot of this
I'm
one.
indifferent.
There's a new Conjuring movie coming out too.
See, that doesn't do it for me. How do you feel about the Italian Job?
I haven't
I
seen.
wasn't a
it.
fan.
Really? Really?
Yeah. My dad loved it though.
I think it's very good. And Spider-Man's in it.
Which Spider-Man?
There's a scene when something blows up and the whole crowd runs. And if you look, Spider-Man's running out of the crowd.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little
It's been a minute since
little
I've
Easter
seen
egg.
Oh.
But they use the explosive paint on the floors and like blow up the safe and it drops down. Super cool. The Italian Job's really good. It's very Oceansy, like they assemble a team.
Mm-hmm.
Great cast. It's like
I will say that
Edward
those are
Norton
good.
and
You know what movie was a disappointment, heist-wise? Heat.
yeah.
I thought it was going to be an action-packed movie because all you ever hear about is that gunfight in Heat. Dude, there's like a love story thing going on with it's just like so much background story, which is good, but I don't want to watch that kind of stuff. I thought this
I
was
wanna
an
do a
action
heist.
movie. Yeah, well, okay.
Let's assemble a team. What would your job be?
GTA.
What would my job be? Distraction. Probably. I don't know. What would your
Take off
job?
his shirt and
I'd be driver or
I think I can talk to people well, so I think I could.
keep people calm.
Sure. Yeah, I really actually think I could do that well.
I'd be a point man.
Safecracker.
No, I don't think I. But
I
that's Italian Job. There's the lady's a safe cracker. She never looks inside.
Safe. Is that derogatory?
Not for me. I'm allowed.
Do you watch anything, Shane?
Not really.
Nice.
All right.
The same, besides my, usual goes back to, Band of Brothers. That's why I was on. Sons of Anarchy. Stuff I keep on in the background.
Yeah.
So, I'm not alone.
I also watched Scary Movie 3.
That's probably my favorite scary movie, too.
Really?
Yeah.
The crop circles one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because that's the one with the ring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the ring and
And the lady's hat that gets bigger, and Charlie
That
Sheen.
is probably the most iconic part.
She
for me.
split like this. No, like this.
is War of the Worlds in that?
That's the
involved in
fourth.
that?
Sorry, that's the fourth one.
Is that?
Yeah, because Fabulous is in that one. My favorite rapper, if y'all didn't know.
No, I think those movies are out of any, like, those are a parody, right?
Yeah.
Out of any parodies, I think those do the best. Like, what's that one? There's one where it's like making fun of Narnia. It has the guy from Narnia in it.
So there's not another
Epic
teen
Movie,
movie.
I think.
Oh, see, I stopped watching that. Like, I watched Not Another Teen Movie.
That's good.
But the scary movies for sure.
Those are good.
They're the best.
Epic Movie. There's like Disaster Movie.
I'll tell you what, Scary Movie 1 has a twist that
Is
you
the
don't
one,
see coming.
that's the
Scream.
one with Scream? Yeah. Yeah. Which one has the guy with the hand?
I think that's 2.
2.
Yeah.
Because that's like the mansion one. They're in the...
Yeah. Is that like Clue?
No, it's off of... Oh, what movie is that? I know what movie they're parodying.
How do you feel about the movie Clue?
Um,
I think it's
It's
fantastic.
Stephen King's movie.
The Shining?
No.
It's okay.
It's one of my mom's
it's okay. It doesn't hold up quite well enough for me. I watched it. I found myself bored.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace.
There you go.
I don't know.
I like it.
Shaman, you got that?
What?
You don't got the name of the movie?
No, I'm
Okay,
looking it
that's
up.
fine.
Trying to
it.
figure out.
We'll get it next episode.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
And Shaman will have a movie for us next time. And as always, people,
Stay safe.
Thanks for listening to the Extra Medium Show with Alex and Corey. Please make sure you like and subscribe.